What's up, all? Welcome to the Skree. My name is Gryphon, and my co-host, as usual, is Twosted.
Yo, what up?
And this is either going to be a long recording or an agonizingly short recording, because we are going to talk about two freaking pay-per-views that happened recently. The greatest Royal Rumble and Backlash. Oy vey. You might have a slight idea of how either freaking one of us feels about these shows, which they're just...
Yeah.
This is literally what.
Can we get on to Money in the Bank already?
Yeah,
That's all
right.
I'm saying.
I mean, it's what? Today is today Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Neither one of us could even watch Backlash all the way through on Sunday. Twosted fell asleep. I just couldn't watch it. Oh God! But let's go back. Let's go back. We got before Backlash. We had greatest Royal Rumble out in Saudi Arabia. Big thing. Big thing. Big
Saudi
things,
Arabia.
Big things were happening.
So trivia time.
Are we already?
The match was held in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
There are three things that you would normally see in a WWE event that you did not see because it was held in Saudi Arabia. What are those three things?
Well, one of them is going to be women. I know that.
Correct. Yes. There was no women's matches.
No women's matches.
That's one of them.
That's the easy one. Now you got two more.
That's the easy one. Two more. Okay, let me give you a clue. It has to do with a certain wrestler's apparel.
No American flags.
Nope, that wasn't it. It was one of the intros that made us scratch our heads when we watched WrestleMania.
Oh fuck! I already forgot WrestleMania. Oh no! Oh God!
All right, fuck it. No, Finn Balor. He didn't have his.
Okay. Yeah. That's how. That's how lame WrestleMania was. That I already have basically forgotten it. But anyway.
And the other one is not that obvious. They tried to play it off the following Monday on Raw, but the last one is the fact that Sami Zayn wasn't there.
That one I knew.
Yeah, apparently Sami Zayn descends from a Syrian bloodline.
Yep.
And he was not allowed to participate.
No, not allowed. Refused.
Oh, he refused.
Oh,
sorry. I have been corrected.
Yeah, that's what I read. Is he wanted no part of it because of that situation. So.
Well, there you go. Three facts.
There you go. Actually, a fourth fact, just because this actually interested me. I remember reading about Sami Zayn for some reason after the Royal Rumble because I was kind of curious that he wasn't there. And I also learned that the person behind Sami Zayn, I don't remember his real name off the top of my head right now, but he's Muslim. Who knew?
Really?
Yeah. Huh. So there you go. Fourth thing but it had nothing to do with that, but it just interesting fact. Didn't know.
Interesting. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do Royal Greatest Royal Rumble. I am going to bet that you're not going to remember half of these matches until I literally say them.
Yeah.
We started off.
There was only like a couple of memorable ones.
Yeah. We started off with Triple H versus John Cena. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. That match was actually okay.
It was slow and plodding and honestly purposeless. I mean, I know half of this crap was kind of purposeless, but
the whole thing was just an exhibition.
Yeah, and it really wasn't all that great. What do I even have? Michael Cole tripping over his words. I don't even remember what I was talking about. They did an old school test of strength, which was kind of neat to see.
Oh yeah, that was kind of cool.
Because that's rare. You're so used to seeing it start and then somebody immediately kicks the other guy. And no, they actually went for a little bit. They actually stuck it out. Oh yeah, Cena was really vocal during the whole match, like really vocal. And when I'm talking vocal, I'm talking he's saying every move, and even when they were doing the test of strength, you could blatantly hear him ask how they wanted to break it.
Really? I didn't catch any of that.
Oh man, I noticed it so much. It's something because it's something I'm starting to notice with John Cena in general is that I don't know if he just doesn't give a fuck anymore because kayfabe is effectively dead. But he does it all the time, whether it's on TV, pay-per-views, all the time. You can hear him and see him like, hey, let's do this next. Let's do this next. Let's do this next. And
Wow.
And it actually bothers the hell out of me. It's like, dude, you know, I know kayfabe's dead, but try to keep some integrity here, you know. He did it with Undertaker at WrestleMania too.
Did he?
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna have to pay more attention.
You gotta pay attention to the little things, the little annoying things. And it's like, god damn it, why? Why are you doing that? What else did I have on here? Slow match, yeah. It works as an opener, I said, but the more I got away from it, the more I was kind of annoyed because it was just whatever. And Cena won, which to me was no surprise.
Yeah, I didn't. Why would Triple H win? It would make no sense.
Yeah.
Well, not the whole fucking thing made no sense.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Next.
Next match after that was Kalisto versus Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Yeah.
I had one note. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say I had one note, which was there was a drop kick that was botched, and for the life of me, I don't even remember what it was.
I vaguely remember this match. I mean, it was a decent cruiserweight match, but it's like almost everything on this card. It was like, okay, why?
Yeah, just why? Cedric won. That was no surprise. He was the champion. He wasn't going to lose it.
No, and not to Kalisto. I mean, come on.
I'm sure it was a decent match because the cruiserweights normally do decent matches, but next next match was Hardy and Wyatt versus The Bar for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Okay, we actually have something that means something finally.
Yeah, too bad it was a shitty match.
There was a moment apparently where Sheamus forgot he was the legal guy.
Yeah.
Oh, and great, I put a pun on here. So he was setting the bar for this match real low. Oh God.
Why?
I don't. It was funny at the time, I'm sure, but I'm annoyed now. Oh God. Hardy and Wyatt won, of course. Again, literally zero surprise. Oh yeah, and Cesaro was carrying Sheamus out after the match. I remember that.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was kind of weird, actually. I don't know why they did that.
I don't know. I don't know if he hurt his leg or something. I literally don't remember.
I
don't remember.
I remember seeing it was like, okay. I almost think like it was just to let Bray and Matt do their thing in the ring. Maybe. I don't know.
Give him a little more time. Something. That's page 1 of 3 matches that are. I mean, it was good to see Hardy and Wyatt win.
I'm glad they won. Just the match was just not that good, dude.
They were probably the best part. I've had fun watching them since so far.
Yeah. Well, they've seemed to get. I will say this: they seem to have gotten better as they've been a tag team more and more.
Yeah, and I mean they're only like 3 or 4 matches in, but it's already starting to click pretty well. It's neat to watch.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. After that, oh Jesus Christ. The next match after that was Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal for the U.S. Championship. Yeah. Hey, I'm already talking with zero interest. You're talking with zero interest. And my notes here mention the fact that the Royal crowd with zero interest in this match.
Yeah.
Remember that the Royal crowd was the closest. They were the ones on the hard cam sitting on the ground.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With the recliners and shit.
God, Jeff won.
Notice they weren't there for the first 2 matches or something.
Oh, yeah, like some of them were there, and then they were constantly shuffling in and out.
And they had their backs to the match
all
and shit. I was like, what's going on?
was very weird. Jeff Hardy won. No surprise. Of course he did. They weren't going to change it.
Fuck no. Anyway, next.
Painful. Oh yeah, there was they had like a little, what do you call it? Like an intermission for a minute, and they went to the secondary announce table, and that's for the one that had the King and JR and all them. And my note here just mentions that JR does not look like he wants to be there. I do remember that, man. I mean, I know that he can't make facial expressions as well anymore, and he still looked like he just flat did not friggin' want to be there.
Yeah.
He did not. I think it's because he's stuck on the shit secondary table, and who wants to do that? You know, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Why? Yeah, I don't get why they put him on the secondary. Whatever.
I mean, he was there to do. Wait, did they even do the Royal Rumble? I don't even remember. I don't even think Jerry Lawler and JR did the Royal Rumble.
I don't know what they did.
They were literally like intermission.
Unless they were, doing some live over the air for people in Saudi Arabia. I don't know.
Comment section, let us know. I don't want to look back. I literally do not want to look back. I don't want to look back.
I'm not going back and watching.
I'm not watching. All right, next match after that was Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The only note that I have on here was that Rowan had a backward roll over the ropes that looked really good, apparently.
Oh.
I'm sure it looked great, and I don't remember. I don't remember. The Bludgeon Brothers did win, which was no surprise because Naomi wasn't there to play a distraction. I knew that was going to happen as soon as they got there. I was like, wait, there's going to be no women. There's going to be no Naomi. Freaking Bludgeon Brothers are going to destroy the Usos. And
well, I can't see them, with how over they put them in their, first couple of tag team matches. I can't see them losing for a while.
It'll be a Naomi distraction kind of thing that happens, which in and of itself is actually kind of an interesting story. I kind of like how they're playing that out. Like they'll beat the living shit out of the Uso brothers, but then there's a lady and they don't know what to do. It's kind of weird, but I like it. I like it that they did the thing. Hey, speaking of Finn Balor, next match after that was Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe versus The Miz versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay, finally a fucking decent match.
Yeah.
But again, I've said this, we said this, or I said it, I think you agreed last time that anytime you get these guys, especially, Samoa Joe is new to the fray, after being out for a while, but anytime you get Seth Rollins and Miz and Finn Balor in there, it's fucking gonna be a good match. I mean, shit.
Yeah, they're a perfect example of guys that they're so good that even on a bad day they put on a show. Basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
and Samoa Joe is too. He's for his size.
We have a while to go, but we have to get to that.
Oh, really?
It's not on the Royal Rumble though. It's the show after.
Oh. Well, I have my own opinion of that match too. Yes.
We'll get to that. Let's see. Notes that I've got. Joe is terrible at setting ladders in corners. If you remember, this was the ladder match, and he kept trying to set it up, and it fell once, and it rolled twice, and it was no good. I remember it being kind of a quick match, actually, wasn't it? Like it wasn't. It didn't last that long. But Rollins ended up winning with the big jump onto the ladder and grabbing that sneaky win.
Yeah.
I liked it, even though I hate that they fucked Finn Balor again.
Yeah. Well, I think Rollins has got so much, audience love right now. It's going to be hard to put somebody over on him.
He's a hype man at the moment. I did put on the note on here, how will this change Finn's attitude? Like, he's always the smiley, happy face, and we talked the last round about, Finn, when he was over in New Japan, he was always a heel. that's when he did his best work, and he hasn't been a heel yet so far here. So,
nope.
I
think it's gonna be hard to be a heel after he's done the whole thing with the LGBT community type stuff.
Yeah,
how can you turn him heel now? I mean, I don't see how they could do it.
Yeah, you can turn anybody heel if they really want to. I shouldn't say that.
It's
There's people that can't do it. But.
Yeah, it's rare that when you take somebody, especially and put them out in the public like that, make them a public hero, turning them a heel is very hard to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the part after this was when the WWE brought out the Saudis that had gone through training camp.
Oh yeah.
Which I should have written the names down. I don't remember them for the life of me. I do apologize. This is also like a week and a half out, and we suffered through Backlash, so my brain's not working anymore. Notes that I do have is I learned that Saudis speak English, which I don't know why I would have thought they didn't, but it was very fluent English, and that kind of surprised me.
Well, Saudis are very well educated.
Oh yeah, no, but I didn't, it wasn't even a thought on my mind until they started speaking. I was like, oh shit, okay, all right.
What were you expecting?
I honestly expected them to do the whole thing in
Arabic.
Arabic. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually specifically the language that they speak, but yes. Yeah, I figured they were just going to do a whole section in Arabic and maybe have a translator or maybe not, or just literally just do something for the crowd. It wasn't me being a bastard or something. I thought they were going to... Yeah. I thought they were just going to do it all in Arabic. I was like, oh, okay, all right, this will be cool. And then it was like, no, English. Whoa, okay, all right. I actually understand them. This is great. I understand what's going on.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Do they speak it? Well, apparently they do, and very well. They had 4 guys up there, but there's only one that I really remembered, and it was the long-haired dude, and that dude was charismatic as fuck.
Yeah,
I would really like to see.
Smaller, right?
Yeah, he was one of the smaller dudes, but I'd like to see him actually be on a show and see what he could do.
Yeah,
because he seemed like he was good on the mic and stuff, so that was interesting. And then I was surprised to see the Daivaris come out, and we learned later that apparently they got death threats after that too. By the way,
did they really? I did not know that.
Now,
wow.
I don't know where the death threats came from. A lot of people figured it was from the Saudis, but I don't think so. I have a strange feeling it was from Iranian people that were not pleased about the fact that...
about that fact, yeah.
They played weak to the Saudis.
Yeah, that
could be. It's a character. It's a fucking character. Calm down. There's heat and then there's death threats. And that's not an equal thing. Calm down. So, yeah, that was even it was so significant that it made it into national news. I learned about it on something like CNN or Fox before I learned it off of WWE.
I did not hear that.
Yeah. Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Okay, so after that was Shinsuke versus AJ for the WWE Championship. Remember, this is for the Rumble, not Backlash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. We haven't even talked about this because the first time was at the Royal. So how do you feel about Shinsuke's new intro and the song?
I like it actually. The Japanese rapping.
Even though you can't sing with it.
No, I can't. I have no clue what the fuck he's saying.
No, not that part. You can't do the.
Oh, it's people still do in the beginning.
Kinda.
You can hear them, and then once the dude starts rapping, then they kind of go out.
Yeah, they get fucked up real quick.
Yeah, I have no clue what the guy's saying, but he is very enthusiastic about it.
Yes, he is.
And I concur.
No matter what it says, I concur.
Whatever.
Whatever you said.
I concur.
What if they're literally saying that you Twosted are the biggest piece of shit in the world?
Well, that would never happen because anybody who's ever met me would beg to argue with that point. And B, if they did, well, fuck it. Okay, I'm on the WWE now. Who cares?
Okay, I mean, Shinsuke's a heel. That'd be a heel tactic against you, but.
But he doesn't speak English, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. AJ retained through the double count out because how the fuck did this go?
Well, basically, Shinsuke low blowed him again.
Low blowed him, but they ended up outside.
Yeah, because AJ kind of said, well, fuck it. He got tired of getting low blowed, and they just started wrecking him outside the ring.
Okay, that's right. And then they
were counting him out, and AJ was like, fuck it, I'm getting counted out. I don't care.
Yeah, there was zero fucks given, and they just went. And I do say on here that was one of the better matches, even though I wish Shinsuke had won at that time.
Yeah.
It just kind of felt right.
It was a good match.
But at the same time, having more AJ versus Shinsuke, especially since Shinsuke is no longer a babyface, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Next match was Undertaker versus Rusev.
Why?
I did note that the casket itself was very beat up looking on that right side.
Yeah, it was scratched on the fucking front of that thing. I noticed that too.
That thing was beat.
Like, where the fuck did they borrow this thing from?
Yeah, they had to dig that one up real quick to use it for a minute.
Yeah. That was, I saw that too. I'm like, what? This is like national fucking TV, whatever you want to fucking call it.
Yeah.
And you got the most beat up casket you can find. You're a fucking $1 billion corporation, dude. I've seen you fucking blow up trucks and shit for the fuck of it.
Yeah.
You got a shitty ass casket.
Shitty ass casket. Painted.
Painted.
Undertaker won. Honestly, no surprise. Rusev would have been a surprise and a good one. But
but they wouldn't have done that.
This is a rare time. Yeah, this is a rare time where I was not happy with Undertaker winning, and usually I want him to win, even though I know he's burying people.
Well, you just really like Rusev, so that's understandable.
I do, and I really think that Rusev gets buried, and he deserves a lot more than what he's got going on right now.
He's got something going now. So.
I just wish they would do more with him, but. Oh boy, then we get to this match. This one's been fun since the situation. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. Now this match I do remember, crazily enough. The only note that I have here that isn't about the finish is the fact that Roman Reigns had a chair, used the chair, then dropped the chair to do a jack-off punch. I mean, a Superman punch. Why?
Oh, wow.
Why?
I don't know, because that's his thing. He's got to do it. He's got to do it.
You're dropping a weapon, a steel weapon, so that you can use your fist. Like, get the fuck out of here. God damn it.
Yeah.
I just hate that move that much more than I already do because of that.
I know.
And then the finish. And it's funny because I wrote out the whole thing, and we all know what happened. Brock gets speared through the chain link fence, and Roman obviously is the first one off the chain, and his feet are the first down, and Brock somehow wins. We learn after the fact that, kayfabe-wise, quote-unquote, the referee didn't realize he was too worried about people, so he just did Brock. It was totally an accident, but the ruling stands by Kurt Angle.
So my question is, do you think it was an actual fuck-up, or
yes.
was it planned?
No.
Okay.
That was an actual fuck-up. It was supposed to obviously be Brock winning, which is why Brock won. But I don't know what the spot was supposed to be, because
I mean, he obviously was going to go through the cage.
Yeah, how do you spear him through the cage and have Brock fall off first? I don't know how you do it from
Only
that spot.
thing I could think is that maybe the bottom was supposed to give out too, and it was supposed to be more of a direct kind of, like the back of the cage just kind of blow out. Not necessarily him land with his back on the cage. The cage would just blow out and there would be nothing but mat below him. That's the only thing I could think.
Maybe. I mean, that would physics that would make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever.
I mean,
I don't know what they're doing with Roman. I really don't.
I don't know either. This match was whatever. It was boring. I mean, it was boring. It was boring as fuck. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, who are two boring people to me because of their same 3-move things. It was boring, and then the ending was a piss off. Not that I care about Roman winning, but it was just like, so you have a boring match, and then you have a massive fucking botch on the finish.
Yeah.
Ah, God. Thankfully, after that, we got to the thing that was the saving grace of this whole fucking show, which was the Royal Rumble itself.
Yeah. The Rumble was good.
I don't know if you want me to go down the whole list of everything that happened, or if you just want to do some spots. I mean, I've got.
We could just do some spots. What was the best spot though? What? Come on, you gotta know what the best spot was.
Oh well, obviously the best spot was the baseball slide underneath the whole fucking stage.
Titus O'Neil took a header, dude.
My favorite part. Oh my god, dude!
And they kept replaying it. It was so fucking good.
Yeah, you actually heard. I know Michael Cole was no longer on script at that point because those giggles were genuine as fuck. He kept asking for it to come back up because it was the highlight of his night. I mean, it was just, oh my god,
that
dude.
Shit was so good.
It was so funny. And I love the fact that Titus has 100% owned it. They've got shirts out that have to do with it. I mean, it's fantastic. It was a...
Well, you have to own it. What are you going to do? You can't... Fucking the whole world was watching.
No, I mean, like, but you get those botches where they just kind of like hide it or just blow it up. Nah, man, they said, fuck it, let's make out shirts and everything. It's so funny, dude. Oh god damn it. Jeez, like, I gotta do a lot of reading. I can just do it. Daniel Bryan was out first. Dolph Ziggler was out second. Sin Cara was out third with some high-flying start, which was kind of fun. And then he was out by Dolph Ziggler real quick. Curtis Axel came out with his own music. Hot damn. That was nice to hear. Mark Henry came out and was slow.
He was, yeah.
It was whatever. Curtis Axel was out by Mark Henry. Mike Kanellis came out. Mike Kanellis was immediately out by Mark Henry. Like, that might actually be the new fastest time. I don't know how you can beat that at this point. It was.
Oh, one thing I do remember was fucking Daniel Bryan. Didn't he look all just jacked up on his chest?
Oh God, yeah. In fact,
he looked beat to hell.
Do I even have that at the notes? Jesus Christ! After that whole match, yeah, he took a bunch of brutal chest shots. Yeah. All through it.
He looked like he'd been whipped across the chest. Like
fucking by everybody. Like every single person came and hit him at least once. Dude, his was brutal. Hiroki Sumi came out 7th. He's a sumo wrestler, apparently. Hiroki Sumi, the sumo wrestler, was out by Mark Henry. Pretty quick. Mark Henry got taken out by Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan. Victor from the Ascension came out. Dolph was once again doing the HBK dangle. He needs to stop doing that. He needs to stop. Like, as soon as he starts doing it, I go, dude, stop. You need to stop doing that. It was really bad at the original Royal Rumble, and the fact that you're doing it again, you've already stolen half of HBK's moves. Quit stealing his fucking dangle. That was a one-time spot, not a fucking do it again. Oh, I like Dolph, but that one's actually starting to get on my nerves. Victor got taken out by Daniel Bryan. Kofi Kingston came in. Tony Nese came in. Tony Nese is an NXT guy.
Yep.
Dash Wilder at 11.
And a few NXT guys in there.
Oh yeah. Dash Wilder from Revival at 11. When he came out, that was the first time we'd actually gotten up to 5 people. That was 11 people in. They were kicking more Dangle Ziggler. I put on the notes at that point. I literally turned it into his nickname. Number 12 was Hornswoggle.
That was pretty good. When he eliminated somebody.
Yeah, Dash Wilder was taken out by Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, wait. Dash Wilder was taken out by Hornswoggle, who hadn't even gotten in yet, and Daniel Bryan and Tony Nese all at the same time. And then Hornswoggle got in and did a Samoan drop of all things.
Samoan drop, yeah.
And then Hornswoggle got taken out by Tony Nese, and this is one of 2 eliminations that I got pissed off about. I don't think he should have gotten eliminated. He did not go over the top rope. He went outside and then went up on the turnbuckle, but he did not go over the top rope.
You're right. I do remember that.
I was not happy about that. Primo came out 13. Primo did a botched the rope jump, and I'm trying to remember it off the top of my head.
That's right. He slipped off the fucking rope.
Oh,
he tried to.
That,
he went towards the rope and tried to bounce and jump backwards, and he slipped and almost went through the fucking rope.
Yeah, that's right. And then I think he was who was he fighting at the time? Because then whoever it was had to just beat him up at that point. I think that's how I remember it. Let's see. 14 was Xavier Woods. Then they had the whole Kofi Xavier save on the outside where they were holding on and Kofi was hanging onto Xavier on his back.
Yeah.
Then they got back in. They were whooping ass. They started dancing, and then Tony Nese was dancing with the New Day, and then got eliminated. Remember that? He was standing between them.
I do. Yeah.
What an idiot.
Dumbass.
15 was Bo Dallas. He came out to his music too. Again, I was happy to hear that.
Dallas.
Good old Bo Dallas. 16 was Kurt Angle. Bo Dallas was out by Kurt Angle right after that, and then Primo right after him, and Dolph Ziggler right after him. Kurt got a 3-fee. Scott Dawson at 17, also from the Revival. 18 was Goldust, who proceeded to last for fucking ever. And
yeah,
he's God damn it, he's such a champ, dude. He's one of the older guys, and I swear he's still faster now than even he used to be. He's so freaking good.
He just doesn't. Yeah, they don't. They use him more as filler now than actually use him for anything.
That's about it. But that's why I like when he's in Royal Rumbles, because he gets to shine for a little bit. I like gold. I hate myself.
Is this going to happen all night?
No, we're moving on. 19 was Connor, also from the Ascension. Oh, literally the next note is Goldust bringing it, as always. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
20 was Elias. No one wanted to walk with Elias, apparently. See what was doing his thing. I remember that there was like a little bit of the crowd did it, but it was quiet.
Yeah, it was very
weird.
quiet. I don't know. I don't know if they were quiet or if just the mic wasn't picking up on it.
I don't think they knew.
It was too quiet.
Yeah. It was weird. I'm so used to an American crowd or a UK crowd, Canadian, whatever, and they know to do the thing. Then Connor, Kofi, and Xavier Woods all got taken out by Elias in one move, which was awesome.
Yes.
Because I love whenever they push Elias, because he's another one that I really like to see him out there. And later on.
Entertaining.
21 was Luke Gallows, one of the Good Brothers. Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan have a nice Battle of the GMs moment. That's right, because for a minute they kind of fought, which was good. A little late, but good.
Yeah.
Then Kurt got taken out by Elias. Gallows started planting the big boots on everybody. He was kicking everybody in the forehead at that point, knocking them all down. 22 was Rhino. 23 was Drew Gulak from 205 Live, who's apparently a very pissed off asshole now.
Apparently, yeah. Seems like it.
Again, I don't get to watch 205 Live really ever. I remember him being that weird, like political character or whatever, but
yeah.
Now he's just an asshole, which is interesting. 24 was Tucker Knight from Heavy Machinery Team from NXT. Big dude. Yellow and black, whatever he was wearing.
Yes.
He seemed like yeah, I was gonna say, I remember him doing pretty good. Gulak
pretty
was
good,
out,
yeah.
taken out by him. 25 was 25 was Bobby Roode.
Glorious.
Goldust got taken out by Bobby Roode. And then the oh god, yes, this is something that started to annoy me about this match. The two biggest guys, Gallows and Tucker Knight, at the time, were unable to get Daniel Bryan out. They have him in the fucking corner. He's tiny as fuck, and they can't get him out. Like, come on. Oh,
he's a ninja.
Yeah, he wasn't even a ninja. He was beat up at the time, but whatever. Scott Dawson got taken out by Bobby Roode or himself. Oh, that's right. So he gets flung into the corner and he flips over the rope.
Oh yeah, he did like the overdramatic flip over the rope. It was,
and then jumped off, and it's like, was it? I mean, was he supposed to go at the time? Was it just a really shitty over?
I think he was. I think it was just he just didn't do it.
Did it terrible.
Didn't execute it well.
And so he landed.
He did it more like kind of safe. He should have did it more, flailing and falling.
He landed, then he jumped off like a dingus. 26 was Fandango. 27 was Chad Gable. 28 was Rey Mysterio. Gallows got taken out by Rey Mysterio. Oh yeah, he got taken out after a glorious throw by Bobby Roode. What the hell was that? I'm trying to remember exactly because I wrote the note down and
I don't remember.
Did he flung him and then Ray pulled the rope down? Maybe
I don't know.
Shit, I don't remember. I'm not going back. I refuse.
No.
And then there was a spot right after where Fandango throws Ray to Chad Gable, who goes for a power bomb but gets pulled into a DDT and he sold the fuck out of that DDT.
Yeah, he did.
He flopped all over the place. It was fantastic. All right, that's on the page down. Hot dog. We're getting through here. 29 was Mojo Rawley. Fandango taken out by Mojo. 30 was Tyler Breeze, also the Fashion Police. Tyler Breeze was out by Mojo Rawley, so he gets taken. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
He got caught by Fandango. Yeah, and he tried to throw him back in.
That's
and
right.
He got thrown right back out.
Sideways catch, and he held him so lovingly. And then he puts him back up there. And it's like, there you go, buddy. Good job. And then Mojo just knocks him out immediately. Like, why? Why would you even do that?
Yeah.
Fucking idiots, dude. That was fantastic. That's exactly why they're there. 31's Big E. Tucker Knight gets taken out by Big E and the Pancakes.
The Pancakes.
He started throwing them at him, trying to feed him it, and then he throws them at him on the ground. You hate the Pancakes.
I hate the Pancakes. It's the dumbest thing. What?
Oh.
Every time they do the Pancakes.
Goddamn Pancakes. 32.
And they're pulling them out of cereal boxes now. How does that make fucking sense?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. 32 was Carl Anderson. Right after he came out, Ray did the weakest 619 I had ever seen.
Yeah, that was pretty pathetic.
I don't even remember who he did it on because I was too busy going, Jesus Christ, Ray, you're not weak. We can all see you're fit as fuck. You're in good shape. What the fuck was that?
He just botched the fuck out of it.
Something, man. 33 was Apollo Crews. Chad Gable gets taken out by Apollo Crews. 34 was Roderick Strong from Undisputed Era from the NXT. Oh, that's right. He's the one that does those amazing freaking backbreakers that are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Rhino got taken out by him. I remember he fucking flings them up and they are hardcore looking, but they look fucking fantastic. 35 was Randy Orton. RKO. RKO on Apollo was botched. It was a top rope move. I don't remember this one.
I don't remember that either.
I mean, obviously it happened because I took note of it, but It must not have been that big of a botch.
I don't think it was that big of a botch. I think there was a little miss in it, but I don't think it was like a major botch.
Yeah, I had a question mark
missed
on
his
it.
whole head or something.
Something weird. Carl Anderson gets taken out by Randy Orton. Mojo Rawley gets taken out by Randy Orton. Apollo Crews gets taken out by Randy Orton.
Yeah, he cleaned house.
36 is Heath Slater. 37 is Bubba Tunde from NXT. Another big dude.
Yeah.
38 was Baron Corbin. Oh, God, that's right. And he pulled Elias out and slammed him into the stairs. Then did one hell of another deep six on Ray. I fucking love that move.
Yeah. That is
Just
a good move.
that move is just too epic looking. I know I've said that before, but I'm going to say it again because I don't care. Bobby Roode got taken out by Baron Corbin at that point. 39 was Titus O'Neil, the best entrance of the whole night by far. 40 was
to check his shoelaces next time.
something, man. That's not the first time he's done it either. Apparently, like he's stripped before.
Oh, really?
Oh, God. 40 was Dan Mather from NXT. Funny about this is, like, I don't watch NXT, so I don't really know. My coworker that I've talked about before, that I always talk wrestling with, he was pissed off. He's like, Dan Mather isn't even on NXT. He does, like, house shows. Nobody knows who this guy is. So my coworker was pissed. I was like, well, I don't know who he is anyway, even if he was. So, there you go. Better. 41, the big 41, Braun Strowman comes out. And here's where shit hits the fan. Bubba Tunde, out by Braun Strowman. Dan Mather, out by Braun Strowman. Big E, out by Braun Strowman. Heath Slater, out by Braun Strowman. Then, everybody finally gets smart, and they all attack Strowman. Finally. Ty Dillinger comes in at 42. Titus O'Neil, out by Braun Strowman. Ty Dillinger, out by Braun Strowman. 619 into RKO, into Ray landing on Orton. Into Baron Corbin trying to throw Ray out. Damn it, I wrote it down really poorly. I don't remember all of this. 619. Oh, he was going for the 619 into an RKO.
Well, I know they all were trying to eliminate Strowman. The four of them.
Something.
Orton, Mysterio, O'Neil, and Corbin were.
It's not like it matters. Rey Mysterio out by Baron Corbin then. Oh, that's right. So, 619 into the RKO, in which Randy landed on Orton and he saved himself. And then Baron Corbin was able to grab him and throw him out. And that's when Rey Mysterio was out by Baron Corbin. Then Baron Corbin was immediately out by Randy Orton, and then Randy Orton was immediately out by Elias. Like, whoop, 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 all super quick. 43 was Kurt Hawkins, the man who doesn't win. Hawkins runs away from Strowman and gets pulled back in. Remember, he didn't even make it in. He started to run up, and then he stopped, and then he ran up, and Strowman was like, nope. Pulls him in, throws him in, gets in, and throws him out. Oh, fuck, that was too funny. 44, Bobby Lashley comes in. Elias survived Strowman and Lashley for a while. That's right, both of them decided to beat the hell out of him, but
they were beating on him.
Somehow he was able to keep it going for a bit, but eventually he does get taken out by Bobby Lashley. This is where Daniel Bryan finally returned to the ring. He'd been out for a while at this point.
Yeah. He was taking a rest.
Yeah, and he does it as Lashley and Strowman beat each other into corners. They were doing the run back and forth.
Yeah.
And so he came in at that point. 45. God. 45 was the Great Khali.
Yeah. It took him like 10 minutes to get to the ring.
God, he looks so bad. He literally did that whole thing. He did 3 chops, which is all he can do. That's literally is incapable of doing anything else. And then Lashley and Strowman took him out.
Yeah.
The double clothesline between Lashley and Strowman getting each other.
Yeah.
This is where I finally mentioned that Daniel Bryan's chest was beat to shit. And we're
It
not
looked
even
like
done.
ground
Oh
beef.
my God,
Yeah.
dude. He was so hurt. 46 is Kevin Owens. Oh, yeah, that's right. So after this, after Kevin Owens comes out, this is where they announced that Daniel Bryan gets the longest run in a single Royal Rumble. But should this count? Because a Royal Rumble normally is 30 people.
You have a good point.
I mean, it's the new or first official greatest Royal Rumble record. But I don't like the idea of them putting that as a record for any Royal Rumble because they're two different things, sort of.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
It's going to run out. There's nothing you can do about it.
We'll see what they do with that.
Yeah.
47 is Shane McMahon. Bryan and Shane beating on KO, which was no surprise.
Yep.
48 was Shelton Benjamin. Then KO finally was able to get everybody else to calm the fuck down and go after Strowman again, to no avail. 49 was Big Cass. This is when he finally came back. Multiple attacks on Strowman make him slip out under the ropes. Oh, that's right. Strowman got, rolled out at that point. And I was paying attention to that because I was like, oh, they're going to let Strowman get out, and then he's going to rest up and finish it. I don't even think that's how it... I think he came back even sooner than that, but... 50 was finally Chris Jericho, which we knew. So Jericho and Owens, of course, went after each other. Again, no surprise. Just another story that well played. It should be. Shelton Benjamin gets taken out by Chris Jericho. Bobby Lashley fails to lift Big Cass.
Oh my God. I thought he killed that man.
And he dropped him on his fucking head. I mean, he dropped him on his head.
I thought he was dead, dude.
Yeah, I waited.
I thought he... Yeah.
Oh.
Because he held him up. The thing where he fucked up is
he didn't even hold him up.
He
He couldn't do it.
No. He got him up, remember?
Like briefly.
And then he was trying to do the one-hand thing, and he dropped him down.
Yep.
And then he immediately flipped him up again, like trying to save it and redo it again. And that's when his legs just gave loose and he went boom, right there. I was like, holy fuck, that guy's dead.
Yeah, Big Cass is lucky that he did not get hurt on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, that was no bueno. Then Braun throws Shane through the table. Oh, off the ring.
Off the ring, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I knew I had another marker on here. So, Shane gets taken out by Strowman, except he also did not go over the top rope. He only climbed the turnbuckle. And then Strowman threw him off. So that was the other one that I was pissed off about. I was like, not that I care about him getting eliminated, that's fine, but do it right. That's not a correct elimination. I don't know. Whatever, man. It's not like it was that great of a show anyway, so I don't know what I'm bitching about. Bobby Lashley gets taken out by Strowman.
Oh, you missed the Shane did the coast to coast to Strowman.
Yep, that he did. That was during the moment when KO got everybody to fight against Strowman too.
Yeah.
Like they all hit him with the big stuff, and it just didn't mean anything in the end. Bobby Lashley gets taken out by Strowman. Chris Jericho gets taken out by Strowman. Kevin Owens goes out by Strowman. Daniel Bryan goes out by Big Cass, which, of course, that makes sense because that was part of their story. Big Cass goes for a ride on the ropes thanks to Strowman. Oh, that's right. He got him on it, and then Strowman went nuts like doing a Ultimate Warrior thing on it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was not right. And then Big Cass, of course, ends up out because of that, and Strowman wins. Oh, man.
And he got a belt and a trophy.
He got a belt and a trophy, and we don't know where the belt is.
They probably weren't allowed to leave with it. I don't know.
I'm hoping what they do... like, the belt doesn't mean anything outside of the Greatest Royal Rumble. So it would be cool is if every Greatest Royal Rumble, the previous year's champion has to be part of it. Maybe even comes out first. And he wears the belt. And he's got the belt.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I'm sure WWE hasn't thought about that. So that's not going to happen.
No, I think they did it more because like stuff overseas like that, even like in Japan and stuff. There's always some sort of
a belt
for big matches, some sort of belt and ceremony and trophy that gets handed out. So I think it was more traditional type thing.
Belt was good looking too. It was a nice looking belt.
Yeah.
So I hope they do something with it. I just want it to be always greatest Royal Rumble matches. That's all it needs to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that fiasco done. That was. I still honestly feel like that was. It was a house show. Yeah. You know, it was a bunch of...
I mean, the Rumble was great. I just for the variety of people and the stuff that was going on. I actually like the fact that they had 50 people.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
And
it wasn't like... Yeah, they had a lot of fillers from NXT, but it wasn't like too many. I honestly, I think they had way too many fillers in the regular Royal Rumble from NXT.
Yeah.
This one didn't seem like that.
I mean, I love Royal Rumbles, period. So I was not against that one at all. It's like, oh, more people? The only thing that kind of bummed me out is we didn't, other than Ray and Mark Henry, we didn't get any, like, legends, effectively.
Yeah. You got the great Khali. What do you want, man?
I wish you could see my face right now. I was very, very surprised to not see Hulk Hogan in this match. And Saudi Arabia really wanted Hulk Hogan in this match.
Yeah, they've got to, you know, he's gonna come back, but I think they're looking for the right time.
He is, and it's going to be sooner rather than later. News reports suggest that even though it didn't happen at that show, that got talks to happen again. And when it's TMZ of all things doing this, that's interesting. They're the ones going, it sounds like he's probably going to be back soon.
Well, I mean, he was a big part of the documentary for Andre the Giant too, so that kind of leads me to believe that. Well, I mean, he had to be, right?
Right, of course.
It kind of leads me to believe that there is something going to happen.
And I mean, I always knew he'd be back. You know, you can't not have him come back. I know he did stupid shit, and I always say this, and I think you've heard me say this once before, is we all like to watch Hulk Hogan, who is, defender of every man, or however the song goes. Who gives a fuck what Terry Bollea, the dumb-ass racist sumbitch behind, happens to do? I don't give a fuck about that guy. Literally do not care. I'm there for Hulk Hogan. So, whatever. But that is what it is. Obviously no women in the show, like we said. They may try to do that in the future. We will see.
We shall see.
I know that a lot of people want to see that happen, but we gotta wait for the right time for that kind of a thing to happen.
Well, yeah, so. they'd have to change their outfits, dude, because I think that's one of the biggest issues is how scantily clad they are.
Maybe. If you looked in that crowd, there were a fair amount of women in it, and they weren't all like hidden under stuff and whatnot. They were just
no. They're not that conservative there in Saudi Arabia.
Especially now. I mean, they're getting better. So,
but as far as like in which you could consider the outfits to be bikini-esque, they don't. No,
yeah, they probably just have to do stuff like Natalia does, basically, and that would probably be fine.
I don't know.
Because hers,
I don't know. I'm not no expert on their culture, so I don't want to speculate or say anything, but I still think they would have to... There'd have to be some sort of probably approval process.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there is, but we'll see. All right, so that one's done. Oh, God. And then we get to Backlash.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Pre-show. Bo and Curtis finally saying we're not part of your crew anymore to The Miz. I did like that.
Miz. Yeah.
I did like, they were like really happy to see him. Hey, what's up? How's it going? And he's like, yeah, let's go. And they're like, no, that's not a thing anymore. And I'm glad to see that. And I'm still...
Plus, he fucking basically dumped them to begin with. So.
No.
Remember at it started at WrestleMania. He told him to go to the back.
Yeah, kinda. You're right. And then it was the next thing after. What was the next thing after?
That would have been Raw.
Was it?
I could have swore there was something where they. I don't remember. I don't want to misquote.
Well, there was that one match that he was in a match with. Maybe it was just a Raw match, and then Braun Strowman was there. He kept trying to tag them in. They were just like, "Nope, we're leaving." Oh, that's right. That was the shake-up match or episode.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right. Okay, that makes more sense. But there was only one pre-show match. This was Bayley versus Ruby Riott. They kind of touched on the Bayley versus Sasha story. Sasha wasn't back watching at one point.
This is so stupid.
Yeah, man, there needs to be a blowover on this story already. It's getting old. Either make them friend up or make them just flat out fight each other. And they even said it during the match. Like, it needs to happen. God damn. Well, I just watched this and I'm already forgetting half of this crap because, Jesus Christ, this show. There was a lazy flip over the ring. I didn't even know who did what. There was a catch outside the ring of Bayley that was really horrible.
Caught her and then did some sort of head scissors and slammed her into a turnbuckle.
Damn.
I don't know.
The black screen that happened right after, which was there should never be a black screen at any time, was accidental. Ruby Riott won after Bayley ended up getting out with the rest of the Riott squad and they beat her up because she got distracted by it. I didn't give a fuck about this match.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I haven't really cared about matches that Bayley's been involved with for a while because they haven't been that good.
Well, and they keep sticking to this fucking story and it needs to be over. Fuck, it needs to be over.
It does need to be over.
Then we get to the main show, and we get to what I consider the best match of the night, which is...
I agree, 100%.
Okay. Miz versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship.
And the thing about it, too, is like the crowd was juiced off this match. They were really into this match. And
it's kind of frustrating, and I'll get to it, but this was the best match of the night, and I mostly enjoyed it, and I'm still kind of irritated with this match.
Why?
Well, let's see. So there was a frog splash pin by Rollins on the Miz, I do believe, and the count was blatantly stalled, which they are not supposed to do anymore, no matter what.
Yeah.
But they did it. Then Seth Rollins' knee injury returns, which is fine. I don't have any part of that problem with that.
Yeah.
Except it didn't mean anything. And by that, I mean, Miz puts him in a submission hold. And you would think if his knee is that fucked up, that it would have a massive effect. And this isn't like it's super early in the match. This is like midway through it. This has already been going on for a while. So I was like... Hey, that, if this finishes off with that makes sense, and that'd be a great finish, and that would be interesting. It didn't happen there. I do have a little note that Miz ended up with one hell of a big thigh bruise as well. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I don't know what he got that from either, but...
I don't either. I didn't... It just all of a sudden showed up.
And then Rollins ends up winning, which... That doesn't bother me in and of itself. Again, I like Rollins, and I'm not surprised that the Intercontinental Championship got there. But it was such a meh finish. The whole knee thing. Rollins does multiple jumps off the thing, and his leg tweaks, but somehow he's still, no matter what, able to do the curve stomp with that leg and get the
Yeah.
But
he did sell it though. He curb stomped and then grabbed his shit out of his leg.
Yeah. and this is what, here's where it annoys me, is, yes, he sold it, but mentally you go, okay, if you recognize that your fucking leg is hurting, why do you continue to do every goddamn move with that leg?
Well, he has to. He doesn't do a curb stomp with the other leg.
But yeah, but that's my problem with it.
What's he supposed to do then?
Hey, switch his leg.
Gryphon, God damn it, you're reading too much shit into
this. It annoys me. It annoys me. It's like, give me an inventive finish then. If you're gonna do the leg thing, then make it an inventive fucking finish. I love those when it's like, all right, I'm hurt, so I gotta change up.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's kind of like with what Charlotte did with Asuka. Her arm was fucked up, but she still was able to do the move, but with the arm obviously still screwed up kind of thing. You know,
yeah.
I don't know. It was a great match. The finish annoyed me. The whole knee thing. I love the knee continuity, but don't be a dipshit with it at that point. That's all. That's all. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, I've done a lot of talking. What are your thoughts on the match otherwise?
The match, like I said, you know, to kick off the show with this match and then have all that fucking dog shit that happened after it, you know, this match made me think, okay, this is going to be a great show.
Yeah.
And then it fucking just went, like someone just fucking took a dump all over the rest of it.
Yep. So the match after that is Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax for the Raw Sorry, I said it wrong. Apologies. For the Raw Women's Championship. One key note from this was that one move where Bliss got whipped off the top rope was very brutal looking and awesome.
Well, also when Jax got dumped over the top rope.
Yeah, really that was a hell of a roll.
That's a lot of woman falling on the ground there.
Yeah, dude. Man, that was... That looked like it landed on the shoulder extra hard, too.
Yeah. Looked like her shoulder hit the fucking the ring apron, like, really hard.
Nia Jax won the match, which is zero surprise. You know, my biggest takeaway from this match, I feel like is the same thing that I said about the last match. One, Alexa Bliss is fucking fantastic. She carried the shit out of that match.
Uh-huh.
And Nia Jax is just... I don't know. She can't be green anymore, right? She's been around for 2-3 years.
I think it's just the, you know, heavy woman style.
But I don't know. This one was even like kind of what I asked for the last time. A little bit slower and more plotting, except her moves were still just like there's no dedication to them.
Yeah, I can get that. I mean, I don't know. I think she does. She is sloppy at times, but again, sometimes I think it just has to do with. I almost think like she holds back. Let me put it that way.
Maybe.
Like she's scared she's gonna hurt somebody, so she kind of holds back a little bit on some of the moves.
It makes me wonder if they ever like practice this beforehand. Like they just go into the training center and just practice this stuff and go, hey,
I don't know.
Look, it's fine. You know, put some force behind this so I can flop better or whatever. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I just.
Well, what was the whole fucking interview afterwards necessary though?
You know what's weird is I didn't watch it. The match finished and I walked away to go get food or something.
Well, she goes into the whole thing about
the bully stuff,
standing up for everybody if you're being bullied, and it's like, I mean, it's a great message. Don't get me wrong, but I think you get to a point where if you kind of outplay it, especially when everybody knows it's part of the story plot, it tends to be less sincere.
I'm eager for this whole storyline to be over and for Alexa Bliss to go back to smaller opponents that are more her speed and get back to the really good matches.
Yeah.
You know, she like I said, she carried the fuck out of that match. she's fun to watch because she does all kinds of crazy shit, and then it just, I don't know. I'm ready for that shit to move on.
Yeah, definitely.
So, next match was Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy, United States Championship.
Yep.
Your thoughts?
Why, but it happened. I mean, it was kind of a weird storyline leading up to it. The fact that Hardy had, interrupted him a few times and
it was
taken
fun.
a couple of opportunities, but yet they were still okay with it because they're competitive and, and then they get in the ring and then, I don't know.
I don't know. It was like the story up to it was fun and kind of funny, and then this match was...
It's very short. Too.
It was short, and it was way slower than a Jeff Hardy match ever should be.
Yeah.
When Jeff Hardy came out, his shirt was covering the belt. Naughty.
I didn't notice that.
Naughty. He finally realized it as he got to the ring, like when he was running around it. He fixed it, but the run down, it was covering it the whole time. It's like, no, that's bad. So here's the thing about Jeff Hardy, and this goes to any time he does a match. I am always worried about his necklace. He's got that.
Oh, I was noticing that too.
Dude,
that's weird that you mentioned that.
His necklace scares the shit out of me because it's got that big ass pointy end.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the day that he does one of his high flying stunts and it pierces his chest. It goes up through underneath his chin. Something.
Yeah.
I really want him to get rid of it during the match. It terrifies me.
Well, he's got a lot of things going on. Including his gauges in his ears. I mean, that's... Ooh.
But, like, those are whatever. But just that... Like, if it was a disc, it wouldn't be a thing as much. Yeah. But that point... Holy shit, dude.
Well, I didn't even notice necessarily the point. I just thought in general the necklace. I was like, what if he gets hung up or on a rope or something?
Yeah.
Choke,
Other dudes have had necklaces before. I don't think I ever remember, at least in WWE, WCW, seeing that happen. Doesn't mean it hasn't, but...
No, I'm not saying it has either, but I would just think it'd be a general rule that, you don't wear jewelry when you do that type of shit.
I don't know. I guess not. Orton had an on-rope DDT that was a little sloppy. When he pulls Hardy through and he's got the legs dangling on the second rope, and like they never got it set up right.
Yeah, it was almost kind of half-assed.
The other interesting thing is, didn't it kind of seem like Orton was pissed off at Hardy this whole match? After there was that one back elbow, and then Orton pushed him, and he kind of landed on the not the turnbuckle, but the thing behind it. You remember that?
No, I don't.
It was like kind of early-ish in the match.
You think he got mad that he hit him stiff or something?
Yeah, and I don't think it wasn't on purpose. It was just he was doing this off the second rope. Jeff Hardy was doing off the second rope. God, I can't talk. Backwards to hit him with the elbow effectively. And it seemed like it hit him a little more square than he was expecting, and then he gave him that push. And I just feel like Orton was just kind of ticked off Dick Orton for the rest of the match, kind of. I don't know. But Hardy ended up winning. I don't really think that's a surprise.
No, I didn't think so either.
I don't see them taking the belt.
No, and I don't see this story going anywhere either.
No, I
think it's done.
I pray that's it. You know me and Randy Orton.
Yeah, but I mean, there was it just doesn't seem like it's something that they could create a rivalry over.
Oh, you wait. WWE will go ahead and prove you wrong.
Well, I mean, they could do whatever they want, obviously, but I just don't think it would make sense to do that.
You kind of hope that this, like a lot of these stories, they quickly realize after the show that, hey, this isn't working, this isn't working. Hopefully this is one of those that they'll go, yeah, all right, let's move on.
Seems to have. I haven't seen any movement the last 2 nights.
You know what? I haven't even watched the last 2 nights so
Yeah.
far. So. Then we had the Elias playing to the crowd. The whole
one of the best fucking moments of the night.
The New Day
The matches
coming out.
sucked,
Their
but this
whole
was fucking
thing.
great.
Rusev coming out.
No Way Jose came out.
With Titus Worldwide and the Fashion Police.
And the Fashion Police, yeah.
And then Elias is getting really pissed off, asks for his thing one more time. Bobby Roode shows up, gives us a glorious DDT.
It was fucking great.
And then they all go dancing back out, and and Aiden English wanted to join in, and Rusev was not happy about that.
Yeah, he was like, no.
No, you stay here.
And Bobby Roode kept trying to show his ass and kept fucking it up with his robe.
Bothered the hell out of him.
Yeah.
It was good. Like, that kind of brightened the crowd back up, which they needed at that point.
Yeah.
Next match was Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
Whatever.
I feel bad that, like, Big Cass is starting off in a really shitty storyline again.
Well, I mean, you know, he had a good thing with Enzo and stuff, so that kind of just got pulled right out from under him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like rebuilding his fucking brand, basically.
A little bit.
So.
They need to do something where it's not against Daniel Bryan, who's, you know, fucking a crowd favorite.
I honestly don't think Big Cass needs to be a heel. I think he needs to be a face. I think he played well as a face with Enzo. And he, for what it's worth, he held his own too. You know, it wasn't like, you know, Enzo obviously did his crazy shit, but
yeah,
Big Cass on the mic as a face is pretty good.
He's pretty good, and yeah, I kind of agree that, like, he's trying to do this cocky attitude shit, and it's it's annoying. It's kind of falling flat so far.
Yeah, it's just stupid and annoying.
Yeah. I was annoyed about the fact that all of the yes kicks by Daniel Bryan against Big Cass were like this move is kind of whatever, but a lot of people are usually, they seem like they're a lot more stunned. And Big Cass was just kind of holding his arms wide and sitting weird so that they would hit. And
it's more like he was prepping for it more.
Yeah.
He was prepping for the impact, whereas other people kind of just let it happen.
Yeah. Like there's it didn't look good. Yeah. It really didn't look good. This whole match was kind of slow and plodding. Bryan won, but I wonder if they're just trying to protect Bryan as much as possible.
Well, you think so? After that fucking Royal Rumble match?
Well, I mean, but that's all against his chest kind of stuff. You know, like they're trying to be just careful about the whole head thing.
I would think if they were really trying to protect him, they wouldn't put him in a ring with someone like Big Cass because he's so fucking big.
Yeah.
And he's not necessarily, you know, I mean, he's experienced, but not the most experienced guy in the company.
Yeah, he's not a Kane who is huge and looks mean, but absolutely takes care of you.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
This is a story I hope's over too.
Yeah, it won't be. It won't be because Big Cass came back in and attacked him and then gloated a lot.
I think it might be over.
It's probably going to go through fucking Money in the Bank, at least. Unless something...
It could. Well, here... So let me tell you. Do you mind me spoiling?
I don't care about spoilers.
SmackDown for you?
No, not at all.
So on SmackDown, he was in a ladder qualifying match against Rusev. For Money in the Bank qualifying match against Rusev, and he lost to Rusev, but they made it seem like the reason why he lost is because he took such a beating against Big Cass. So whether or not it plays out from there as him being pissed off because Cass gave him a beating, or I don't know. We'll see, but
I guess we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
Let's fucking get through the rest of this bullshit.
Okay. Next match.
Especially this next one.
He already knows. Charlotte versus Carmella for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Women's. I have never seen a woman that is so attractive but just fucking is so ugly at the same time.
It's my second note.
She just
it's
fucking
so damn annoying.
Shit. Why does she have to scream the whole match about everything?
Time.
The whole fucking time. Hey, Charlotte, baby.
Oh, and I even all day, baby. I have it written down here. All day.
Oh God.
All day, baby. Oh God.
Money. It's like nails on a chalkboard, dude.
And I even wrote on here how much does it have to suck to have her screaming in your fucking ear the whole time?
Oh,
too?
yeah.
Oh.
And then with this match too, I didn't get it because like she pretty much dominated.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand how can you have, because Carmella to me every time I've seen her wrestle, she hasn't been like a dominator. She's been someone who you know does a few things and then somehow weasels her way into a win, right?
Yeah, agreed.
But she dominated like Charlotte the whole time, and I didn't get the point behind that. But they kind of made it seem like at the end it was a knee injury and she rolled her up and you know whatever. But
yeah, that's how they finished it.
I think. Yeah, I don't even think that finish was deserving because if she's going to dominate the whole match, it should have just been a straight up finish.
Yeah. And I don't think any shows beforehand had Charlotte like getting beat up or anything, like the regular shows.
Not really, no. I mean, Charlotte's had good matches with, you know, like Sasha Banks and things like that, but I've never seen her get like I said, dominated like this. It was bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they did that. I really don't.
I wonder if she's going on like a vacation or something soon or some kind of crap like that.
No, she'll be at Money in the Bank. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
She made the qualifier.
Oh.
So, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Because I thought that too.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that
Charlotte's
maybe she's going to win
and
Money in the Bank and then somehow get it back from Carmella the same way.
Literally do a Carmella. Okay.
Yeah. I thought that too tonight.
As soon as you said that, it immediately came to mind. Okay.
Yeah.
I do have a note on here that Charlotte apparently learned Undertaker's force kick. I don't know if you noticed that. She did a big kick to right at the start, as a matter of fact.
It was right at the start. Yeah, you're
right.
Right
at the start.
And Carmella just flopped down. I was like, what the fuck was that?
The force kick. It's the magical force kick. Carmella does have one move that actually looks fantastic. It's that cone of silence that with the leg, the submission hold with her legs.
Oh yeah.
That
is
looks
cool.
really fucking good. So. I like that she's actually got a move that I'm like, oh shit, okay, yeah, I can see that. So the rest of it, no,
like
you're
right.
Said,
she looked good, I just don't understand why she looked good. That's the problem.
Maybe, because she kept Charlotte on the ground.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the only thing I can give you. I don't know.
And if she would just shut the fuck up, dude,
oh wait,
that would just be great.
I have a better reason. Maybe it's because Backlash sucked.
Yeah, that could be too.
Okay. Next match.
You basically have.
Go
she
ahead.
Fucking went toe to toe with Asuka and had a great match.
Yeah.
Carmella comes in and just steamrolls her. Come on, dude. Anyway, all right.
Carmella's gonna
most
get her
annoying match of the night to me.
Yeah.
Oddly enough. That's the one I fell asleep on. And I don't know how, with her freaking annoying voice going on 24/7.
Oh, probably because it was like 7,000 rest holds and just.
Yes, God.
It was a.
All day, baby.
All day, baby.
Fucking hate you.
Can we move on?
Yes.
Or do we want to stay on this all day, baby?
No, I don't. It's just I could. But in an annoying way.
Okay.
So let's move on.
Moving on. All day, baby. Next match is AJ Styles versus Nakamura for the WWE Championship. So I'm just going to run down my list of things. Number one, heel Nakamura is fun as fuck to watch. Period.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Styles ended up getting thrown into the stairs with that knee, and that looked like it hurt as fuck. And this is the stair thing. I was like, God damn, that was rough.
It looked like his one knee hit it and just. Wow.
This match, Nakamura got way more into his hard style fighting style, which is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
He had that sneaky foot pull on the chair after it got dropped, and he kind of did this weird weaselly thing with his foot. He was able to pull it over after it got dropped in. The chair ricochet, obviously, against
what the fuck that was.
How that happened, and then Styles had that fucking bloody goddamn cheek.
Yeah, he still does too, by the way. Yeah, it looked like he tried to just kind of throw it up, and it.
It was supposed to hit the knee and fuck up Nakamura's knee, and was not supposed to ricochet back. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah, it fucking knocked AJ right in the face.
And before we get to the ending, this match was fun to watch, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, this was the Nakamura AJ we'd been looking for, honestly.
Yeah.
And even the double nut shot and double nut shot again were fantastic. They went well with the story.
I don't get why what the fascination with these two in the nuts. I don't know.
It's just Nakamura being all heel about it, and so then AJ wanted to get his revenge because AJ's not against.
I get it, but there's other ways to do it other than messing with the jewels.
Not when you're mad at your opponent who knocked you with the jewels, apparently. So here's the weird thing: is originally after this match, I was annoyed about the whole double count out. But the more I've sat on it and the more I've thought about it, I actually do like the ending. I know that sounds weird. I like it.
I mean, yeah.
I like it mostly because this means this feud's going to continue, and I want it to continue, and I want it to continue to get more brutal, which I think it will.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about like two back-to-back kind of count out type things. I mean, I know it's a no disqualification, but
and thankfully in two different ways.
They could have did something different.
Yeah. Again, it's at least it's a good way to keep this story going, and I like this story, and I want it to keep going. So
could do like a double nut shop, have them both go out, and then somehow have AJ land on top, pin him 1, 2, 3. There you go.
I think
I should write for them.
Well, here's the thing: is this also keeps Nakamura strong because he never loses. He's not losing. They're just both getting taken out.
That's true.
I think this will build toward Nakamura eventually winning, and he should.
Think so too. Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt.
He needs to, and it will hopefully be one hell of a good heel run as a champion. A good one, not a fucking Jinder Mahal heel run, which was boring.
Oh, that fucking 2-match heel run.
Fucking they. Then we get to the second to last match of the night, which was Lashley Strowman versus KO Zane.
I don't know what the fuck this is. Why are they playing the whole, we're friends, we're not friends thing again? I don't. Isn't that kind of overplayed with Owens and Zayn?
Well, I mean, that's been their whole life. Like, that's.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
I don't.
It's a story that I'm just tired of. And it's, you got... Who fucking made this match? Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley?
Like, I get them...
On paper, they should definitely fucking steamroll Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. So
yeah?
Why? Why did it happen?
I think it's just to play up a maybe breakup for KO and Zayn.
Another one?
Yeah.
So then they were gonna have a fucking 3-month feud with those two again.
I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe I don't know if he's back permanent, but maybe they throw Jericho into the mix. Who knows?
Jericho may be going back over to New Japan again. a second round.
You know what? Going back to that, one thing I did notice on Jericho, he put on some weight. He's not the... Yeah, oh yeah. He's definitely got more weight than he had before.
Remember, he was also on tour with Fozzy as well, so...
Oh, that's true.
Who knows what goes on there. Let's see. The greatest Royal Rumble trophy was on the outside of the ring during this match. And I didn't know why.
Yeah.
You only see it like twice, too, because it's in a weird spot.
Don't know where the belt is, though.
Okay, good thing about this match. KO taking Strowman's running shoulders on the outside of the ring will never not be funny. Oh, that was
fucking great. Yeah,
it will never not be funny.
He got turned inside out twice.
Every time.
That first one looked so like it fucking hurt, dude. Because when we got turned inside out by that first one, he slammed into the fucking side barrier too. I thought, man, that's gotta hurt.
God, I could never get over how funny that is to watch that happen. Like that, I could watch a good 20 minutes of that happening.
Oh, Kevin Owens is great.
He's fantastic. Kevin Owens got a brand new 5-year deal. Yeah, they usually only do.
He deserves it.
They only do like 3 years normally, and he's got a 5-year.
He's highly entertaining, highly athletic, and yeah, he's.
There's no doubt. I mean,
he isn't your typical Hulk Hogan body style, but he's fucking great.
No, and even in a match like this where it's like storyline, what the fuck? They were still good in general, as the players of it.
Well, it was mostly Strowman just wrecking all of them. Bobby Lashley kind of throwing some shit in there.
Braun Lashley obviously win. And I liked kind of reading this and seeing this from other people. Who's the heels in this match and who's the babyface? Because after the match, Braun Strowman and Lashley were cornering Zayn and cornering KO and beating the living shit out of them, and that's not a babyface thing to do.
It can be. Look at someone like Stone Cold. That's the same fucking thing.
Well, he's not. I mean, Stone Cold was never a face. He was a anti-hero.
He was a face.
Fuck loved
what
him.
Everybody says. Yes.
I mean, I want Braun to go back to being more angry anyway. Not that he isn't fun no matter what, but like he's been a little too happy lately, and I love angry Braun.
Yeah, well, I think again they've put him in that real life hero scenario with that kid shit. So
kinda, yeah.
It's gonna be. I mean, if anybody could turn back to being angry, obviously it's him, just because of who he is.
Yeah.
But they put him in a situation where they want him to be kind of the next face of the company
for a minute. Yeah, and he may be taking on, and I still have no qualms against that. Like I
don't either.
I love Braun no matter what. Just every time he's out there, it's fun to watch him. Even if the crowd just wasn't into that match very much.
Well, I don't blame him.
Speaking of a match the crowd wasn't into, and here's where I was talking about the Samoa Joe part earlier about normally it's always fantastic, but Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns.
I don't know what they're doing with Roman. I really don't. Like the last 4 or 5 matches, he just goes in and gets the shit beat out of him,
and then he wins this one, which he shouldn't have. He should not have won this. Joe needed.
He shouldn't have won this one.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I really don't.
You had a good physical start, which was Joe being proper Joe and just being a fucking demolisher like he's supposed to be. And then the match got slow, and it was all about just rest holds and.
Put him in the fucking coquina clutch like 3 or 4 times.
Well, yeah, and it's like his move, and then he can never get it on Roman Reigns, and Reigns gets out, and then fucking.
And then he just fucking does one spear, and it's over.
Yeah, one fucking spear, and he's been getting the shit beat out of him the whole time, but it's Joe that's easy to take out.
Yeah, didn't make any sense.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing. Like I said, I don't know what they're doing with him. I mean. Maybe they're going to try and turn him heel, which they need to be honest, because he's not going to make it as a face. At least not right now.
He's never going to make it as a face. He needs to turn heel. It's just, you know, Jesus Christ. They need to take him off TV for a while. They need to let the man take a vacation.
Yeah.
Get him off TV for a while. Let him do whatever the fuck he wants.
It all depends. I mean, I know the crowd doesn't get behind him and shit, but we don't have any idea what his merchandising is either. I mean, if he's still selling shit,
apparently it's really good. But here's what I was gonna say is get him off TV for a while, and when he comes back, he needs to be full heel. He needs to be an asshole. He needs to come back. He needs to pull like a Mark Henry, like with the retirement thing. Come back and just be like, I'm so happy to be back, and then just fucking do the full switch and go Seth Rollins ending the Shield on everybody. Yeah, right? Something. This maybe face, maybe middle ground shit, it has to end because nobody is ever going to get behind it.
No. I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand what they're doing with him. I don't get it.
Superman punch is what they're doing with him.
Well, no, I mean, I don't even have a problem with him as a wrestler or even as a person on the mic, as most people do. I think he's okay. I just don't know what they're doing with him story-wise. I don't get it. It seems like they're trying to force him down everybody's throat, and the crowd's just like, no, we don't fucking want that. And their crowd keeps telling them over and over again, we don't want that.
Nope.
But they still keep trying to force him down the throat, and it's just not going to happen.
Nope. Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, when it comes right down to
I feel bad for him because I think he's a good guy.
Oh, I mean, he's still a workhorse and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Again, it's not a personal thing. They just, it's slightly personal. Get rid of the Superman punch. Get rid of that one dumb move that I fucking hate seeing it time and again. And yeah, they need to do the character change. Like I said, way back in NXT days when he was a full bastard, he was good at it. He was real good at it.
Yeah.
Full bastard the man again. And people will get behind him, and guess what? Merchandise will flow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think he needs to bring back, well, I don't know how he would do it, but the power bomb.
Yeah.
They used to have, when they were the Shield, they'd prop him up on the fucking shoulders and slam him, and everybody, was dead when it happened to him. And
yeah. It was just...
I mean, with this Superman punch and spear, I mean, he hits people with it 20 fucking times, and everybody gets up from it now. It's just played out.
I don't even care about the spear. Spear doesn't bother me, but...
I never was a fan of the spear except for when Goldberg did it.
Edge was really good at it too.
Edge was good at it too, but Goldberg, the thing was, Edge was good at it, but for me it was never believable just because of Edge's size.
Right.
With Goldberg, he, it's like you get a guy running, hitting you in the gut. That's fucking, you're hurt.
Plus his made sense because he was actually a football player and whatnot.
Yeah. And then it wasn't his finishing move either because he followed up with the fucking jackhammer.
Yep.
So
yeah. I don't know.
It was a setup more than anything.
This was just we're drifting off because both of those they just weren't good shows. God, they weren't good shows.
No. So highlights out of two shows was the Rumble itself was okay. It was pretty good.
And Titus falling.
O'Neil. One of the best things I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Hey,
wait, hang on. Where's my paperwork?
Seth Rollins and The Miz.
Oh, that was
a great match.
That was.
Yeah. And fucking Elias not getting to sing.
Yeah.
And looking absolutely devastated each time someone interrupted him.
Yeah. I'm looking back over the notes, and literally, that's 3 things. That really is... I'll say 4. AJ and Nakamura as well. The matches are still... I'm good with
yeah,
those.
We'll
say 4 for both. For both matches put together.
Both put together, yes. So. As a continuation, yes.
Oh, God. When's the next match?
Like 2 or 3 weeks. It's like 3 weeks. It's
Jesus Christ.
Money in the Bank.
There's too fucking many of them right now. They're happening too often.
Well, that was too many back to back. Right
Yeah.
there. That was ridiculous.
Money in the Bank is a bigger one though, and
Money in the Bank is.
You know, Backlash is a whatever.
Their bigger ones happen almost like quarterly, and the rest is filler.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
But Money in the Bank means something, so that should be a good pay-per-view. But I mean, we're running off of WrestleMania, which was mediocre at best. Royal Rumble, Greatest Royal Rumble, and Backlash, which were both not good. They badly need to turn this around and get the stories back into flow. And I go, you know, definitely. The other thing is, and it's always the same thing for me, is they did that the Superstar shakeup, whatever.
Yeah, the shakeup. Yeah.
And I don't like the shakeups. I've never liked the shakeups. I wish they would just have people transition more generically, more naturally.
I don't like the whole separation of shows anyway. I don't like that at all.
Well, and
I think it should just be kind of. I mean, I know they do it because they've got so many people and they're just trying to keep stories fluid, but
yeah.
I liked it back in the day when they just kind of, you know, you saw somebody on Raw one night and the next night you saw them on SmackDown. I mean,
then you'd see them on Saturday night, whatever.
Yeah,
and the
whatever.
Thursday night thing, you'd have a bunch of your smaller people and then one big match. And
yeah. I mean, I get why they do it because I do think it would be harder to keep storylines going if they did, do that. But
I'm frustrated because right now, after all of this, and there being so few storylines that I really am invested in, they've got me back in this. I almost don't care again. And they you know, I've been back for like 2 years, back to enjoying it, and just all of a sudden, I'm just, man.
No, it's been a bad, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm not excited for anything at the moment.
It's almost like they're like after WrestleMania, they're doing this kind of reboot and then trying to figure shit out, and then hopefully it'll pick back up. We'll see.
I'm probably going to be back to like the next few weeks, not even actually watch the shows, just read up on the highlights and vaguely keep track of what's going on kind of thing.
I watch the shows. Like even tonight, like the last match, I can't remember who it was. Oh, it was the Daniel Bryan Rusev one.
Yeah.
And I was interested in it, and I was glad that Rusev won, but I didn't even know it was the last match. And then it was over, and I'm like, oh shit, that was the last match? So it didn't, the last match didn't even necessarily have the hype behind it that it normally does, So
I don't know, man. They're doing terrible at the moment, is what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I think they got thrown a monkey wrench for one. Because they still expected, up until WrestleMania, they were still expecting to keep the pay-per-views branded.
Maybe.
And they found out that everybody was fucking pissed off about that, and then they decided to do a switch all of a sudden and co-brand them. And I think they're trying to figure out what that does to everything else.
If they're smart, they recognize that that's how you can do a shit ton of storylines. Realistically, you don't have to have them there every single fucking week beating people in the face with shit that they realize they don't want. You don't know you don't want it if it's, every other week you see some of these storylines or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't need to know that Brock Lesnar isn't there with the Universal title every fucking week by Roman Reigns. It's not necessary.
No, it's not.
You can have him off every other week, Roman Reigns himself, and have some of these other people. You've got such a big fucking roster. Change it up every week. Let me constantly see other stuff. I'll remember the storylines. It's only 2 weeks away, unless they're boring. And then I can't even remember what happened at a show that I just watched. Oy. Well, any other thoughts?
No, I think I've said enough, goddamn.
I got nothing else either.
and I'm going to write a strongly worded email to
Strongly
WWE
worded.
telling them that anytime that fucking Carmella wrestles, she needs a muzzle. I can't take it.
All day, baby. All day.
Oh, no.
That's gonna be it for us on this particular episode of the Skree. Leave us some comments on your thoughts on the pain, the utter pain that was these two shows. And we'll see you next time. Until then, peace.
Peace out.